All right. Hello, 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 everybody. We are live. I'm just waiting for my co-host, Susan. See if she gets on.
Hey, how are
All
ya?
righty. Yeah, I was having some problems with my camera there for a second,
Okay.
but
Let's
I
do
think I
this.
got it sorted. Somehow it made me giant size, and I had to resize everything down.
How's everyone doing? It's fun Monday night. Let's see. Hey, how is everyone doing? Anyone have any questions they want to pop in the chat? Let us know. We just started. If you're not familiar, myself, I am Susan, and this is Larry. I do some Reiki and some readings. He does some light language and some readings. We're doing some free one per person questions. So pop it in the chat, whether it's love or career. And then we can also do $10 messages for your person or your higher self, and then $20 minis, as well as $40 or 50. I think we went up to 50 for the full reading. So that was the special for last month. So reach out, let us know, pop in the chat. We might do a little collective too in between. So pull on your energy to see what's going on.
So who would
Everyone's
like
being
to be
shy.
first? Who would like to be first? Who would like to answer a question
Yeah.
or ask a question before I start answering them? I had some good reads this morning. Probably the most positive reads I've seen come out of my
Yeah.
collective and separations. They came out really positive. So that
Good.
was an interesting set of readings today.
Good. Well, we like the positivity that's collective
Yes,
energy. That's awesome.
yes, we do like it when the collective is in a positive space. The energy shifting from that negative space over to the positive space. There's still some timing issues, which the collective doesn't like, but the energy
Yeah.
is moving towards the positive.
Good.
So with that, who is going to be our first person to ask a
Yeah.
question? One question for free. We can do $10 what's blocking love, $10 messages from your DM, $20 mini, and a $10 messages from your higher self. Either one of all of those are available for right now. Uh, the $40, I actually have 40 for full still up here, but I think we're going to
Yeah.
move that at the
Either
end of the
way.
month to 50. So if you want a full, you'll have to, schedule it to us, but don't wait till you got 7 days before it all goes back up to 50 plus. So with that, who wants to either get a reading or who would like a question? If not, I'm going to pull a generic
Mm-hmm.
love, see what the main love energy is today for my love hearts.
Yeah.
Let's see what those energies are. Uh, So let's see what we got. I've seen a lot of chaos the last couple of days, just moving around the energy in the collective because the autumn Vernox is here, or autumnal,
Mm-hmm.
and so we hit autumn. We're still doing 9-9 portals. So 919 was another 9-9 portal, and the last one is 927. So that energy, along with the eclipse season, we've already gone through an eclipse plus a full
Mm-hmm.
moon. We had a lot of crazy shit going on. So, Spirit, what is the energy for the collective that is going to be watching this in love today? Let's see what that energy is, Spirit. Show me what it is. And Spirit is saying a message for you.
Yay.
See, I need to flip
Uh-uh.
my camera too. I don't think I flipped my camera. Let me see if it'll let me do that.
Oh, okay.
Settings.
Let's see if anyone's
All
popped.
right, yeah, it'll flip. There we go. Apply. Okay, so now I'm back. A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. What a great card to pull.
Oh.
This is the energies that's in the air. Cupid is flying. Cupid is shooting that poison arrow. So who's going to step up and find out whether Cupid is hitting them in the heart or not?
Right? I feel like they're getting shyer the more we get here. All right, we're gonna clear this energy. It's been crazy.
Yeah, it has been. It has been absolutely crazy. And I'm gonna pull a chakra stone or two. Let me see if I can find the rest of mine. There we go. And let's see what
Yeah, let's
pops
see what
out.
chakra we're working on
Let's see what
today.
pops out for me today. And for today, I've got sacral chakra,
Oh, I got the root.
the orange. So we got the two lower chakras that need work.
Absolutely.
So everybody's into their lower space right now. We're looking at safety and
Mm-hmm.
creativity.
Let's turn this light on.
So
There we go. Some light.
maybe we'll work on an activation for that a little bit later if we can get some people on. I
Yeah.
know people saw it because I put a little thing out this morning, and 240. If we can get some people on, I
Yeah.
know people saw it because I put a little thing out this morning, and 240. I
You.
still got the. I still had an error up there. It's probably what's left over from Zoom. I'm going to shut Zoom off. It's probably where the problem is. Probably fighting for my earlier
Mm.
Zoom. So we'll pull a card for the collective from the Angels of Atlantis. Let's see what they have to say for today, for everybody
Mm-hmm.
here. All right, so who is going to be the first person to ask a question? Usually, when I'm doing my reads, everybody in the world wants a question answered about who they're dating. And now, when I'm here answering questions, no, everybody's mouth is shut. What's going on? So, Spirit, what is the
Oh, no, my music
collective?
won't work. We're having some serious retrograde
Uh,
issues.
so, the I am presence wants to make itself known. That's Archangel Michael, right? And what
Okay.
is the I am presence? That's up in your higher, one of your higher selves. We have thousands and thousands of higher selves, higher versions of ourselves. They're just at a higher frequency. Some inside this polarity system, and some
Mm-hmm.
outside. And we try to get to the one outside because that's the one kind of has a lot more answers than the one inside. Because the one inside is still confused and searching. But we want to get to that I am presence, the one that knows what's going on. And so we need to connect inwards to get that. So Spirit is encouraging us to do that, to go inwards and connect.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see who wants to
Oh, I have
join.
think I have a question. Men v.
Hey,
Sharma. I asked about a job. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Hold on. So I pulled. It's 8:48, and it says your purpose is expanding at this time. All the steps that you've been taking are being supported by heaven. You are doing the right thing. So if you guys are starting to see angel numbers, you need to start looking them up and what their meaning is, as well as pay attention to when you're seeing it, because it usually refers to something that you're thinking about in your mind, or what's going on at that time. So pay attention to that. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find the question. How far back is it? Let's see. All right. If I can't find it in a second, I'm going to have her just repopulate it in. Repost or re-put the question in because I don't see anything. Nothing. Sometimes things are filtered and we don't get all of them. So repopulate your question because I'm not seeing it in the chat at all. So not sure why, but sometimes they filter them.
yeah, and sometimes it actually just gets deleted out of the queue. If somebody jumps out or jumps in, you lose the message. Whole bunch of
All
reasons
right, so
with
let's grab
TikTok.
a charm while we're waiting for her to populate that. So yeah, we definitely have love coming through. So there's just in the love messages. Just know this is the tree of life. So this means we're all interconnected. So if you hurt someone else, just know that's karma coming back to you. So we really need to start working on our healing. This is your heartbeat. So a lot of you might be healing some heartache. Let's see. Oh, she just saw 888. Oh, that's a great one.
That's abundance, lots of it.
All right, looking to see when being alone will stop.
She wants love to come in.
Do you
Is
want
that
to
is
know a
it?
love question? Then yeah, well, she's got to populate this. That was from Bill. So what do you want? You want to know when being alone will stop? Let's get a timing on that. Timing. All right, so let's see what timing we have, or maybe when someone's coming in. Okay. So being alone means that you kind of almost have to be that healing and be that happy with yourself before it comes in. But it's saying more patience is required. But looks like someone might be coming in around the holidays because it says 2 months. So
Yeah.
this is take the time to really be with yourself and know why you're feeling alone. Okay. So I know I can feel alone when I have my 3 kids, trying to find someone. Just make sure you're doing that healing and feel it out because there could be some residual that's coming up. And you want to be ready for this person when they come in. So
Yeah,
let's see.
many people actually block their own success because they're not happy with themselves, and because you're not happy with yourselves, you're putting protection around yourself, which kind of creates this energetic bubble that doesn't allow anybody to come into your space. And you do that by working on your heart, your inner child. Be in a playful mood. Try to open your heart. Do some healings. I have plenty of healings on my channel. Lots of them on
Yeah.
YouTube, TikTok that can help address that part of it. And it's really about self-love, self-worth. Feel
Okay, so we
worthy.
got. I want to put like a unicorn for him. So it says pets are going to help because that'll start helping you feel comfortable and not really alone. It just says you are gifted as well as you got brothers and sisters. You get along with others, see the love, the best within them. So make sure you're seeing the good in everyone that's around you, and that's going to bring it in even more. Let's
Yeah,
see.
pets are really good for that frequency of unconditional love that perhaps you're just not seeing anywhere else. They can help bring that out of you.
And then Manvi, did you repopulate your question? Let me see if I'm trying to see if I can find it in here. She asked about a job. All right. Are you asking like when you're going to get a job? What to do? I can try and pull the timing for that. Let me know what question you have on the job. So maybe let's see, when is Mandy going to get the job? All right. So it says no need to hurry. It's not anytime soon. It's not what we want to hear.
We never like to hear that one.
But release expectations. It's coming in this winter. And then it depends on where you are in the U.S. because it did come up. So I think it depends on which hemisphere you're in because it says summertime or winter. So it's winter, going to be going into winter here. So it's whatever you're going into. So let it organically. So something's definitely coming in. And we're in the fall. So that's like almost 3 months away.
Yeah, we got to that fall, autumn equinox. That was yesterday. So anybody feel some interesting vibes during that time? Did you have any, you know, shall we say, effect on you? Did you have any premonitions, visions? Did you feel something different in the energy? Any new experiences? Let us know. Put it in the comments.
Is that yesterday when I was driving?
That's for anybody. Yeah.
I
So you
didn't feel.
had something.
I don't know whether I was driving, so I was just happy to be getting home. Let's see.
Yeah, that's after a long drive, it can be quite
3.5 hours.
tiring and quite draining.
Yeah.
Yeah, after
Well, at
my
least it's
11-hour
coming.
drive, I was exhausted and drained.
Yeah, I can't imagine you dealing with that. But yeah, at least coming down the mountain was much better than not. So let me see if I can get this music going or not. I think we can.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna pull another card of guidance. I think I'm gonna pull a card of
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
inspiration from the higher self. Let's see what higher selves want to say. Your
Yeah.
future higher self, and then if we get some more love questions, maybe we'll look at what's blocking a lot of people. The blocking
Yeah.
actually came out a lot lighter this week
Did
than
it?
it did last week. So
Good.
let's see what the higher self, spirit, what is collective's higher self want to tell people who are watching in this now moment? What do they need to hear? What words of encouragement?
Hi, Anna. How are
And we
you?
need one more card. Okay, so I've got about 4 cards here. So let's see what our higher selves want to give to us. Some of these may be specific to one or two people, but just take what resonates and whatever doesn't, let it go. So you have many layers of truth to discover. So for some people, you're just starting your journey and you're going to discover truth until all of a sudden new information comes in and that truth goes away and you peel it out like an onion and go to the next truth. And that's the spiritual journey. Truth is only as good as the information you have. When that changes, well, guess what? You have to be open and flexible to change. You've had the power all along. Now, you just needed to believe it. And so your higher self is saying you've always had the power to change what's in your life, what's going on in your life. You just have to believe you have the power and then do it. Your heart always knows the way. Simply trust it, right? And many of us get stuck between the heart and the head. Our heart wants what our heart wants, but our head wants what our head wants, because the head's going to say, hey, well, this is not practical. This is not able to be done, but the heart knows it can be done. So sometimes you have to figure out which one of those is actually telling you the truth. And most of the time, it's your heart.
Mm-hmm.
And last, but it's a healed heart that really knows the truth, because as you're not, as you're healing, those truths will change. And that's why you have to be flexible on the truth, because what will happen is you're going to lose a lot of the distortions in your third eye, because your heart's what interprets everything that comes down. And if you've got a lot of cloudiness, you've got a lot of holes in your heart, then you're not going to get the right information. It's going to have some distortions in it. So that's why you try to heal and heal your heart. And to rise, you must let go of fear. And this is a big one, right? Fear is what causes us to stop doing anything, right? I'm afraid of falling because I'm going to hurt myself. I'm afraid of moving on to a new job because I'm comfortable where I'm at. I'm afraid to move to a new house. Why? Because I'm comfortable where I'm at. And so all these things that you're afraid of, I'm afraid to go too fast in the car because I think I'm going to crash. All those fears are what holds you back. When you release the fear, that's why you see most of the good athletes, ones who do the riskiest stuff, they don't have the fear. And because they don't have the fear, they're very successful. So those are
Good
the
card.
messages of encouragement from your future higher self. Your future higher self has solved all of your fears and problems. Now they're just coming back through the cards to give us some inspiration along the way that yes, we can do it. We have done it, and you are
Mhm.
doing it.
Absolutely. To just trust you are the creator of your reality. So make sure you're paying attention to your thoughts. I'm going to pull some of these Work Your Light Oracle and see what other energies are coming through. We already got the sacral and the roots, so we're really working on some inner child or some deep rooted stuff. So let's see what.
So who else has some questions while we are waiting on some cards from
Right?
Susan? Let's get the
Yeah.
questions going. Who wants to be the first on the side to ask a question?
So, Philip, you're well. A lot of you are getting to retreat, rest, and refuel to take care of yourself, okay? It's part of this journey. Longing for home. Some of you are realizing your star seeds and light workers and that you're not really from here. You feel different. You're starting to realize that creating heaven on earth is happening. So why we were really here is to create this heaven on earth and to get out of this negativity and all this stuff. So just know there's a reason, a purpose you're here. Where are you being called to journey to? So what are you getting called to do? Make sure you're paying attention to what that is, and just know your vibration is rising. You're learning and becoming the oracle, so your intuition is starting to kick in, and it's starting to steer you in the right direction. So pay attention to what messages you're getting, what's coming online. And will I meet my future husband soon? Oh, cool. We got a question. Hold on.
Yay. And we like questions.
All right.
And guess what? Single questions are free. So don't be shy. This is one of the few times in the world you're going to get something for free. So actually,
Let's
it's not
see.
free. We make you like and share our channel, but that's pretty much free.
Yeah. All right. Let's see, Anna.
Yeah,
Will I meet
reading.
my
Should
future
you go live on
husband?
TikTok now? Uh, this is a question from Readings from Soul.
Oh,
Or
things happen sooner when you focus on your energy on you. So that's what it is. But it's saying December is what coming out. So around the holidays, you are. So make sure you're getting ready and you're ready for this person that's coming in.
all right. So
So
let's
get
see what
excited.
Readings from Soul. With Soul, should I go live on TikTok? Should you go live? I personally think you should. Let's see what the universe says.
Absolutely.
Always go live. And the universe is saying, believe it. Get out there.
Yeah.
Go live. Show yourself out there. Start pulling cards like we do. You know what? It's you've been nervous. Yeah, we all get nervous. And you know what? Uh, it's like Frosty said, you put one foot in front of the other, and then you make a step, right? And the easiest way to do it is just go live for 5 seconds, pull 5 cards, come up with an energy card. If you look at my profile, I have one where if you don't want to get on camera right off the bat, and I generally don't, what you do is you put out some cards on I do my daily energy, and that's one of my most popular reads because it's less than a minute, and I tell
Yeah.
you what the energies are, and nobody needs to see my not so pretty face. They just get to see the pretty cards that I put on the table, and I decide which ones I want. I just let them fall as they fall, and I give them a quick description. And you can start with that, and then you work your way out to, do you want to be on, do you want to take questions, or do you just want to do, just a daily energy read as you feel it? And then you just decide to make the step. You did. Susan used to yell at me, "Oh, you got to come on live." I'm like, nah, nah, nobody wants to see my ugly face. And they
Well,
still don't. But
absolutely. We want to see
only
the
time
face
I
because
go live is because she's got the pretty
that's
face. And
authenticity. People want to see the person behind the camera, and I get it. I even in the beginning, my daughter got me on TikTok. Like even before Instagram, I had my mother-in-law hop on, and some people try and like, it's a test. So just know you're not gonna be perfect. Just trust it. It's okay. I'm sending all love and light. Just really get yourself out there. The more you do it, you'll just get more comfortable. I'm not saying it is gonna be awkward until you get comfortable with it. So you just kind of have to force yourself. But no one is perfect at anything the first time they do anything. So, I mean, I'm going to try and start podcasting and getting on YouTube and stuff like that. So, there's always a first,
yep,
but it's really
I'm on
ripping the
all of them.
band-aid off.
Yeah, she's saying thank you, Susan. And how did you make out with your light language activations? Have they helped you at all?
Me?
No, no, readings with Saul. I had her.
Oh,
I gave her some light language activations this weekend, I
okay.
think it was. And so I wanted to see if that she got any improvement, did anything, did any of the light language come out, any hands, or, any
Oh.
sounds, you know, just keep working at it. If they haven't, we'll keep working at it. And so, with
Well,
that,
the
who
song that
else?
finally got Pandora to work, so everywhere. So you're just means everywhere. Your signs, everything, your synchronicities. Just start. Everyone on here needs to start paying attention to their surroundings. Go out in nature. Really start paying attention. They're trying to give you signs, and you guys need to start really paying attention to what your guides and your angels are trying to give you. And no one can tell you. Everything's within you. So just trust whatever it is. We're here as guides to help you open yourself up, but everything's within you. If you need some hand holding, if you're going through like a twin or a soulmate or whatever, you're having some love issues or your guidance for your purpose, but just know everything's within you. You need to really just trust yourself, be your own compass. And all of this journey is to really heal. Nat, does G know we are soulmates?
And here you go too for you, Saul. Readings with Saul. The angels are
Mhm.
saying, let go of your fear. Get the heck on the camera. Start doing things. They're giving you support. And
Okay.
if you do let go of the fear,
Does G
boom.
know we're soulmates? Let's see.
They're saying the situation will improve, improving health, and ask your angels. So it's all yes, yes, and yes. Keep moving. Keep going.
It says totally. So that's what's on top. Just know, yeah. I mean, sometimes guys don't really understand it. They just understand there's like a connection. So he definitely knows there's a connection. Whether he realizes what the title is, I'm not really sure. But yes, he definitely feels it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's a connection. So, no, mostly karmics are really your lessons. They can be pretty toxic. A lot of us are going through them. It's really step into your power and put your boundaries and really put you into your healing journey. Just make sure you're not too crazy on your twin wheel of going into circles. Surrender and make sure you're focusing on yourself and the healing part of it. Soulmates are usually pretty easy. There are some kingdom spouses, and then just trust that once you do the work, it doesn't matter what the title is. You'll be set in the person that's right for you and the healing. And people have choices in this lifetime, so don't get stuck on any one person because they could choose not to be on this journey, and you don't want to get yourself stuck. It's all about alignment, so they will send you someone who's aligned to you and your energy.
Thank you for the hand hearts. And
So
so
just
yeah,
know
definitely.
it's just a journey back to yourself and your healing journey. So just keep working on you. You guys have to start pay attention to loops if something you're getting stuck in, same relationships, the same issue coming up. Just start paying attention to what's coming up in your reality. It's something that you need to kind of sometimes push past if you want to move on to something better.
Yeah, absolutely. And like we say, if you are having some issues, reach out. Both of us can help you in different ways. Susan is wonderful, wonderful coach. She can help you get yourself through a lot of different situations. I tend more towards the light language to help heal people from some really deep trauma, some issues that are holding them back, removing uh, contracts and the such. Light language is very powerful for all of that, but sometimes you just need somebody to talk to and give you a little bit of guidance. And so,
Mm-hmm.
Susan's got a wonderful coaching practice. Definitely reach out to her for that. She also does Reiki, so she can help balance all your chakras, get some energy blockages through. So, like you say, we have a bunch of different skill sets. Everybody has their own skill set, and what you do is you choose who you kind of resonate with. And, there's no egos here, so you can resonate with whomever you want to resonate with. And we don't judge because the idea is we're
Mm-hmm.
just trying to help people, right? But you have to help yourself first. You have to be the first one to step forward. We're not going to go hit you up in chat and say, "Hey, you ready for a reading?" No, no, that's not us. That will not be
Mm-hmm.
us. We wait for you to come to the door. Once you come to the door, we open the door and we give you our menu of services. If anybody's pretending to be us, and that happens every once in a while, especially in the spiritual community, people
Mm-hmm.
will try to hit you up through a DM. Just say no. Say no, report them. No real person in the spiritual community will reach out unless it's like a group healing or something where we'll post it and say it or say it on here that, hey, we're doing a group healing. Would you like to
Mm-hmm.
join it? It'll be an event.
Yeah, because just be careful. There are some negative spiritual people or people that latch on or trying to keep people in loops or people that just have bad intentions. And there's some people high up too that are not of great. So you have to pay attention to your gut, your discernment, how you feel, whether it's like an ick feeling or not. And then whoever you're drawn to, you're going to be drawn to. Like I used to follow some person for a year, then the next person. As you level up and as you grow, you're going to get pulled to whoever you're resonating with, and that's your energy level. So just pay attention to that. That just means you need to learn something from that person, and then you might be moving on to someone else. And never get stuck on one person that you're stuck with because you don't know whatever they're dealing with too. I mean, I've followed some people on TikTok, and I can't watch some of them because I get like a
I'm in the same boat. I've
weird
followed. I
feeling, or
had
they post really odd stuff and you can tell they're still in their like really major part of their healing, and that's fine, they're still doing some stuff, but they have a lot more to go.
right. You
um,
interact for a reason. You're in the field for a little bit, and it's okay to just say, hey, I don't resonate with this person anymore because either your data has changed, your information has changed, and now you
yeah.
resonate with somebody else. I went through probably about 7, 10 coaches here and there through my journey, and during a lot of it, I realized how much trauma bound many of them were, even though they had claimed to be so healed and so connected. Actually, what they were connecting to was very very distorted, and the reason is because they didn't buckle down and heal. Gifts don't equate to and Jinabu, I'll get to that in 2 seconds here. Gifts don't equate to where you are spiritually in your
Mhm.
healing process. It's just a choice as you incarnate what gifts are going to become available to you immediately and which are not. As you work on it, certain things may come in and come out as they're required. But
Mhm.
don't judge yourself if, say, you don't have any gifts that came in, but you are aware of a lot of truths. That's also a gift. It's the knowing, clear knowing, clear, clairsentient, knowing things.
Mhm.
And so don't judge yourself against other people because you're going to get what you need to get at the moment you need to get it. And when it's time, more things come in or come out. And just follow who you resonate with at that moment. So I do
Well,
have
and
a
the other thing
question
is,
here. Yep. Go
you
ahead.
do good.
Yeah, go
What I
go
was
for
just
that.
saying,
And then,
just pay attention to, there's no shame in, that's why we're encouraging that one person to stop. We're none of us are perfect. So we get on here, we learn and we live and we learn. So just paying attention to where they are on their journey because their readings can bleed into yours. So just be aware of that. So there's no shame in it. Just some people are different places in their healing journey.
so
That's all.
Gina Boo, I love this name, Gina Boo.
Boo.
Gina Boo is saying, is Benitez coming home? Well, Gina Boo, let's find out. Spirit
Are they coming home?
is Gina Boo and Benitez. Is Benitez coming home? And Spirit gave me two cards. Indeed, he is, and
Oh, wow.
unknown. So he's coming home. We just don't know when, right? That's why we're getting the unknown. So I hope that helps you. But yes, he is coming in and coming home.
Well, I have love, so I pulled these Sacred Forest oracles. We got love,
Ooh,
uncertainty, passage, and flexibility. So the first one out is love. All right, so there's a lot of love coming in. So you are more cherished than you can possibly know. Open your heart to receive. Love is on its way. So a lot of you, we've told you, love is on its way in a couple of months. So you are an eternal vessel for love to flow through. You are enough just as you are. So a lot of you need to really start loving yourself, taking care of yourself, taking yourself out, enjoying life. Just give that self, because that brings it in that much more. Okay. A lot of us have been hurt. A lot of us have been treated like, you know what, from people. And it's part of the journey, but it's also about forgiving and moving on and knowing how deserving you are of the real love to come in. So don't block yourself off from this love that the universe wants to get you. Yes, it feels uncertainty right now, but this is your passage. Okay. So this uncertainty can be overwhelming. Look, she seems like she's lost in the forest. Okay. So sometimes we don't see what's coming and the universe trying to deliver, but they're pushing you through this passageway. So they're asking you to be a little bit more flexible, because this person might not be what you're thinking or who the person you're thinking of. So change is coming. So just trust the universe when they're trying to send you someone. Okay. You go,
okay.
because then I
So
have a question over here. Yeah.
yeah, so I've got just two cards. I asked, it's from the Soul Coaching Oracle cards, and I said, what is the collective need to know in this right now moment? And right now, one of the first cards that came out is silence. I am
Mm,
serene no matter what is occurring around me. And so, what does that mean, right? It means
yeah.
to go into your own energy bubble, disconnect yourself from the matrix, set that intention in yourself to pull all the cords that the matrix has in there, that collective darkness is collecting and
Mhm.
creating. Move those cords out, get into your own bubble or tunnel of energy, protect yourself
Mhm.
with light around yourself, and create within your own silence, and you take that noise away. And once you do, wisdom, right?
Mhm.
All I truly need is within me, right? So you've got two cards that the universe is screaming, spirit is saying, this is a time for you to go within to really see what it is inside yourself that you need to know, because you know it, but there's so
Mhm.
much noise around you that you can't get the clarity. So hopefully that helps somebody here. It's a very specific message, but it's good for everybody as well. That once you go within and start to learn how to hear that voice
Yeah.
that's not very loud, it's so quiet, it's quieter than a whisper, but
Mhm.
it's there to help you.
Yes, that's why important meditation. I have a question over here, but it's really important to meditate. It's also being that eye of the storm. It's like being in that peaceful, so you can kind of see whatever's going around you. So, Kima, your question got answered. It says, "Why would you?" So they're messing with you a little bit. But I also got yes, 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 and totally. So they're just spirits being a little funny, but yes, yes, you and Orlando will reconcile. So yes, and thank you for the likes. Um,
Yeah, it's the spirit gets snarky sometimes when we ask these
oh,
questions that they know you know the answer to, but you're looking for that outside validation, and we all do, right? And that's part of
yeah.
control, and that's what spirit wants us to release, is to stop worrying, because worry is fear, right? And is, when, how, it's all ways we try to control things, because we need to know, that the mind needs to know, but unfortunately, the heart doesn't need to know, because the heart knows, but we have to
Mhm.
quiet the mind enough to hear what the heart knows.
Well, and trust it. I mean, I used to go 10 years ago when I didn't trust myself. I went to, it was like, and then my ex would get mad at me because he knows I would come back and it would validate and confirm what I already thought. So just, it's okay. We all need, it's like training wheels, these things that we use, even crystals, they're just tools. Like, I don't get obsessed with these, but they're tools to help you, teach you how to clear your energy till you learn how to do it yourself. There's these things are here for us to utilize. And me and Larry are really here to teach you how to come into your own gifts. It doesn't mean you might have different gifts than we do, but we want to make sure you're coming into them and you're being open to them. And then you might be directed to someone who has those same gifts to help you open them up even more. But everything's within you. You're able to do this yourself. There's nothing that we haven't been through, but it is, can be overwhelming at first. So it's really about having surrounding yourself with a like-minded community, making sure you're starting to find your soul family and people you can talk to and feel comfortable with, especially if you don't have someone in your family or your loved one that can, that you can open up to and feel comfortable that you're in a safe space for. Okay.
And we
One that's
have a
not going to call you
question here
crazy.
from Manifestation 1111
Ooh.
2222. So I love that. I love the
Mm.
positivity, the vibration of that. And her question is
Okay.
Antella. Oh, I like that name too. That's an interesting name. Tell me more about
Yeah.
that. Will I meet Irio this week? So Irio is also an interesting name. What's the ethnicity on that? Those are great names. All right, so Will Antella meet Ario this week. Spirit, give me some guidance here. And Spirit is saying no. Misdirection, recalibrate your course.
Mm-hmm.
So Spirit's saying you might need to adjust your course. Now I'm going to ask this question one more time with my Ask the Universe. When I find out where I just put it, there we go. Italian and GR name. That's kind of cool. Capisco
Mm-hmm.
italiano.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see. Universe, what's going on with manifestation and her person? Are they going to meet? Tell me what else you want to tell me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, come on. If not, I'm going to ask the angels. All right, I've got a double no. Uh,
Okay.
I only speak a little Italian. Mostly it's espresso, pasta, pasta
Cappuccino.
fagioli,
Oh yeah, my
managati,
favorite. Mm.
mozzarella. The most, it's I goof on it a lot because there's so many people because we're on the East Coast, right between New York and Philadelphia, and there's so many Italian people that can't even pronounce the names of things like for mozzarella they call it mozzarella. No, it's mozzarella. And
Yeah,
pasta fagioli
just say it
is
a
pasta
different way.
fagioli, not pasta fagioli. So there's so many things that they mispronounce because their parents spoke so fast they didn't really truly understand it, and so I get a good
Oh.
laugh. I hope you're laughing at this one too. I always, I
Mm-hmm.
always poke fun at them, and they get mad because they're of Italian descent. Now I'm not Italian descent. My ex-wife was Italian,
Mm.
but
I know. The guy I dated in
so
high school, like his mom was the best cook ever. I loved it.
yeah, I had the only Italian mother-in-law that couldn't cook, but she could bake a storm up. She could bake anything you could want, but she just was
Mm.
not a great cook. All right, so let's see the energies here.
Yeah.
Manifestation 111, because she says we don't fight or argue. So Spirit is telling us that there is a fearless love there. Um,
Mm.
what else is going on? And I'm going to ask a situation question, and it seems like this is a very physical connection. So might be a lot of, shall we say, raw lust uh,
Mm.
into this connection. And I'm going to
Steamy.
ask a so these are the two cards you got here. And you can see they're both very physical in the appearance. And then I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to ask what's the situation, what's actually going on with you guys, and see if Spirit will give me an answer. So
Mm-hmm.
what's going on with manifestation? Uh, what is the situation with her and her person? And Spirit is telling me uh, keep a positive mindset.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to ask one more. Anything else you want to tell us on the Spirit?
Mm.
So this might just be a delay. Let me see what else. Spirit is giving me two cards. Key on a ring. So somebody's got a lot of options going on here. So
Mm.
maybe a choice between it. However, there's happiness, joy, playfulness. So Spirit's saying keep it lighthearted. Don't try to lock them down this quickly. And if you do, I think you're in a good place. So I hope that makes sense. If it does, just let me know. And you did share a lot, so I appreciate you for doing the sharing. Yeah,
Okay.
you see him as your future husband, but I don't know that he's there yet, and that's why Spirit's telling you to be to be a little bit more relaxed because one of the things I'm going to see what's blocking it too because I've got this great deck, and this is a great
Mm.
reading for anybody who wants to know why things are going kind of funky. And
Mm-hmm.
so, Spirit, can you tell me what's blocking her in love right now? What's The main reason, Spirit just popped one right straight, two straight out. And one is settling, right? Don't stay with someone who isn't right for you just because it's safe. And the other one is untrue stories. You tell yourself bad things, change your stories and see the good that can happen, right? And so you're probably a little bit worried. And if you do feel that, right, that he is your future husband, then what you got to do is just kind of pull back a little bit, be engaged, be available, be honest, be yourself. And as
Mm-hmm.
you are yourself, allow it to flow. Don't try to control it, because if you do try to control it, Spirit's giving you a warning. So I hope that helps you. Like I said, that if it resonates, just let me know. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else with questions?
No, hi Luna. Thank you for all the likes. Let's
Well, you're
see.
very welcome.
Hi Rhonda. Yeah, I don't know. Does anyone else have any questions? How's everyone else? Are these messages resonating? How's everyone feeling? It is Monday. I don't know. It's been interesting energy. Did E choose Eugene because it's my favorite opera? E choose. Let's
That's an
see.
interesting question.
It is an interesting one. I like it.
The only opera I really enjoy is the rock opera from Queen.
Ah, yes.
That's the
Eugene.
only one I truly enjoy. Otherwise, even though I do understand a little Italian, it's just too much for me.
Yes, sirree. Yeah, it looks good. So, yeah. Well, you know what I learned today is what was it? Beethoven's Seventh
Hmm.
Symphony, Section Two. If you listen to it, it actually heals you of whatever sickness you're going through. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to that shit all day
Yeah,
long.
a little bit of Mozart's good for that as well.
Bashar said that. Oh yeah, you're right. Bashar did say that. I just saw that today. I like made a note of it. I was like, I'm gonna keep that on my playlist. He's an opera director. Oh wow, that is kind of cool.
I'm still not sure where I sit with
Not into
Bashar
opera, but
because,
hey, teach his own. I'm like,
yeah,
I had a date drag me to like some Barbara Streisand look-alike, but you know what? I have to tell you, I'm not like a huge fan of her, but like the woman that did it was impressive. Like to sing that way, I mean, you have to appreciate someone who's got talent that I don't have. So
well, your singing talent is much better than mine, so let's just own
I
it.
yeah, it was not to that extent, but you have to be impressed with some people and their talents. E is, let's see, a conductor. Oh, cool. And when we broke up, I listened to that piece and let it go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I just saw that on Bashar today, so I love Bashar. And I ordered my rhodiola. I'm all hunkered down. I'm sorry. No, don't worry about it. Don't apologize. It's all good. If not, we'll do some more collectives. But it's nine
All right.
twenty-five.
Yeah, so
But
let's see if we get anybody else here. Thank you for
yeah.
all those hearts that are coming through. I very much appreciate it. Grazie, grazie.
Yeah.
And
Let's see what else we got coming through.
let's get some love notes from the universe.
Conducted
Uh,
around.
let's see what the universe, because I feel people need a little bit of encouragement, some love notes from the universe. Let's see what the universe wants to tell everybody. Universe, what is it? What's the main theme you want to tell everybody for this crazy, crazy, crazy time we are in, with all these crazy energies coming through,
Yeah,
causing
it's a
all
good
sorts of
question.
chaos? Oh, good. And the universe is saying,
Oh.
pucker up, buttercup. You see that? Pucker up, buttercup. It's saying
Oh.
being fair and reasonable will earn your respect and admiration, but being genuinely kind will make you a total love magnet. Go for love magnet,
Mm.
the universe.
I love it.
And the
I
next
like
one
that.
is those you love you. To be beautiful in the eyes of another, simply forget they're watching. Tally ho, the universe. Next one is forgive. So for somebody, there's some forgiveness that needs to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depends on how much more you want from the adventure. Go for the gobs,
Oh.
the universe. And the last one is love is the reason. Each person in your life is there for a reason. And
Mm-hmm.
that reason always has something to do with love, like me, the
Absolutely.
universe. So, some wonderful words of encouragement for the universe. And let's hear your question.
Oh, so Luna was saying, no, don't worry about it, Luna. I was wondering if conductors, because her ex or whatever, her boyfriend was a conductor, are they like musicians because the energy of music, so etc. Yeah. So yeah, I pulled them and, well, universe wanted to be funny. You know the answer, but indeed came up as well as yup. So yeah.
It's all
So
about
yeah,
the
they are
stick.
like yeah, they are like musicians or they are like magicians because they are conducting the energy and the energy of the music. So yeah. Makes a lot of sense. They're creating that whole music um, with the intention, obviously. So let's see what the Oracle of the Fairies, because I've been called to fairies lately. Oh, the cards, yeah. They always
I speak like three dialects of fairy.
Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, just confirming we're on this journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned, so be prepared either way. Make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport. So some of you might be getting called to really travel.
Oh, hey,
Uh,
make sure
just
that
know this.
passport's current. It takes time now.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I was about to sell the kids, sell my house, and move to an island, but we'll see what happens. Magical blessings. So just this is like the Three of Cups. So know and be in that joy for it to come in. Whatever you're going through, you're being assisted by magical fairies, blessings. The fairies say that you can bless others too. So just make sure you know that you are magical too. Just like that magician and the conductor, Luna, you are magical just the way you are as well. So we all have our different traits and what we are magical with. So, inner child, the fairies of playfulness remind you to take the time to embrace your inner child. Play keeps you young as heart. So, do something silly, fun, but stay safe. So, again, magical blessings, stay in that high vibe for this to come in. This is your journey, but it's also like speaking to that flexibility because things aren't always coming in the way we want them to. So, just stay in that high vibe and know that the universe is trying to deliver what is meant for you.
So you're saying her name is Luna, right? Because I can't see.
Yeah.
So everybody, we can't see each other's chats. So sometimes we'll ask questions like this. So I think you should pull her a moon card. Do you have any moon cards?
Oh, I do. I didn't even think
I
about
think
that.
I think she needs a moon card.
Well, that's funny you said it because I was looking over at them and I'm like, why am I going to pull a moon card? Because it's not really moon. All right,
It's
so
always a moon somewhere.
moonology. All right, so let's see what we got. Well, I tried to pull them out and there's these ones stuck in there. So I'm guessing they're little messages for you. Keep your heart open, Luna, and attune to the divine. First quarter moon in Libra. So keep your heart
We're in
open.
Libra season. We're
The
coming
love's
into it.
coming in, as well as new moon and Pisces, attuned to the divine. So make sure you're staying in touch with your higher self. Leave the past behind is on here. And then let's see. All right. Spirit, give us a card.
Isn't today like the second day of Libra season or third day, 23rd? We're in
Is
Libra
it?
season. Yeah.
Oh, you're a Scorpio. I got two Scorpios here. They bite. No, just my daughter does. She
Oh, there's a
stings.
stinger on them.
There's a stinger on that one. My son, much calmer. Push through any insecurity. Okay, you are beautiful. Need to get confident in what you're doing and know that you are amazing. So just keep going and know. And then behind that is go wild, which I get that as like Prince's. Let's go crazy. Okay, we're not meant to be following everything else. So just go wild, which means just you're not supposed to be in any box. So you're not to do it like anyone else is. You're to do it authentically like yourself. So those are messages for Luna.
All right. So I got a card from the guides saying
Mm-hmm.
this is for collective judgment and higher self. So the guides are really telling everybody to start connecting to their higher self. Get to
Yeah.
that place where you're connecting. It's going to be very important the next 3 months.
Yeah, I keep getting that. I need to meditate a little bit. Probably
Anybody
before I go
else
to bed.
who's anybody else? Any other question do we have here, guides, or anything you want to tell everybody? And the guides are saying uh, creativity also, creativity guides, right? So get in touch with your creativity, and that goes along with what we pulled this earlier. The sacral.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get into your sacral. Let's get a little sacral healing going. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe if we can get a few people to stay on for more than a few minutes, we can do a activation for the lower chakras, the Earth Star, the sacral, and the root.
Yeah, we can definitely. You're
Let's see.
welcome, Luna. I hope it makes sense to you. Well, and I also found this new tuning fork too. I pulled it out, so it's more. I'm going to do a post on it for pituitary chakra.
Oh, that's a good one.
So
That's your third eye. That's a big activator for
yeah,
third
so I
eye.
figured that I'm going to do one with that. I will get a reading from you guys soon when I'm not working. Yeah, absolutely. Reach out to either one of us. Any way we
Yep.
can help support you on your journey, absolutely. But make sure you're staying in your confidence. Okay. We all question ourselves. We all have like stuff that we, question and it's just part of the journey. I mean, to get back into it, but just know you'll be reassured and you're on the right path and you just need to keep pushing forward.
Yeah, we
Because
all get
whatever
our
it is
trials
is
and
coming into us to
tribulations.
throw us off our path and we have to stay strong. All right. So,
You just have to allow. The key is to allow and not to get triggered. And
yeah.
it's really hard because they really try hard to trigger you. And why are you being triggered? It's because it's a trauma inside of you that you're manifesting, so that you
Mm-hmm.
recognize that trauma. You go within and say, okay, why do I feel this way? What is that core emotion that's coming through? What is that experience in this life or any other life that experience is creating this emotion? And where does it live in my body? And once you know where those are, you can then start to work with your own intention to start bringing that love in. You just breathe in the love and the light, and you allow it to flow to that part of your body that is causing you that stress, and set the
Mm-hmm.
intention to heal whatever timeline, whatever trauma, whatever emotion that is, and then push it to the ground. Put some roots in your feet and push it to the ground.
We're all doing the best we can with whatever's coming up in our lives, and it's hard sometimes when we get thrown off or we have that imposter syndrome or we start to question ourselves. But I had a really great weekend, and then like today coming back to reality, I was like, "Ooh." So, but I really connected with my grandfather being away, so like it just was like a little bit of a ooh, back to teenager crazy Bill reality. Was like, nope, can I get away from this again?
Calgon, take me away, right?
I was like, what was I coming
You're
back
probably
for?
too
What?
young for that commercial.
Oh, I know. I remember the Calgon. I was like, take me the hell away. I remember it very well. Hi, Mystical Great White North. I love that
Oh
name.
wow, are they wearing a toque? Ask him if he's wearing a toque
Oh,
from the
that's
Great White North.
cool. I love it. I love some of these names when they pop up. They're kind of cool. Two. Anyone else have want a question answer? Please like, share the lives. Larry does some light language. If you're familiar with that, if you have any questions, pop them in the chat. I do some Reiki. We both do readings. Pop in love, career, your higher self, whatever you're looking to. We have some angel guides. I also am getting into my mediumship. If you have someone that's passed away, we can get some messages. But make sure you're liking and following either one of us. We both do some postings too of some collective messages that might resonate or not. But we're here to help guide anyone that's getting pulled towards us. We are going to be doing these consistently, mostly Monday night, and then we got to figure out whether it's going to stay Wednesday night or we're going to do Thursday morning or Friday morning. We're just kind of playing around with times and when people are getting on. We were doing these on the mornings, and we didn't realize people were just not awake.
Yeah,
As per
I either get
se.
them when I do really, really early. I get a lot of people that come on, like say at 6 o'clock, 6 in the morning.
Oh,
If I'm up, I
6?
get up. Yeah, I get up early. I get on by 6:30. I get a zillion people coming on because everybody's just jumping on and having their coffee, so they want some entertainment. But yeah,
Maybe we'll
you
have to
just
try
never.
that one morning. We'll get on
Yeah,
earlier. I can do that.
yeah, you just never know what's gonna hit, because it just happens when it happens. People who come here are generally pulled towards us for a
Mm.
specific purpose because they're ready to move into their serious spiritual healing and spiritual task. And so both of
Mm-hmm.
us, are, as Susan said, are on different formats as well. Susan does Instagram twice a week with Sunday and Wednesdays. She does an Instagram collective, and she can do reads during that time. Sh I do daily in the morning, very early, usually between 6 and 8. I'll do daily love energy, sometimes messages from your person. Every once in a
Mm-hmm.
while, I'll feel called. I'll do some pick a piles. Uh, then, if you move over to YouTube, which is what you see up on the top, and me, I have a YouTube channel, Silver Fox Spiritual and Silver Fox Twin Flame, two separate channels. And the spiritual one is all on light language healings, a library of well over 500 light language
Mm-hmm.
healings for just about anything. And they're 100% free. And so they're meant for the collective. So they'll work on just about anybody or anything. But if you do feel the need for something that's very particular to you, you need specific codes, you're having a specific issue, I also do personal light language. The cost on that one is $50 for personal light language. And it's generally about 10 to 15 minute light language where it's just gonna pull from your higher self and your guides, whatever you resonate with. Um, all the codes, upgrades, updates, everything that you need in that now moment to help you, plus whatever intention that you need a little bit of assistance with clearing things, getting rid of blocks and such. Susan can also do that with the Reiki as well. And she does that both in person and via Zoom, phone, however you want to do it. Please reach out to either one of us for any of those services if you need it. And with that, let's see if we can pull up a collective. If not, I don't see enough people on here for an activation, but I might just do it for the recording anyway. So we'll give a few minutes to see if anybody pops on, and if not, I'll just do a collective one where you can see this in the replay if you're watching on the replay.
Yeah, I've done two. Well, then we can do that, and I'll do the pituitary thing. But it just
Yeah, why don't
see
you
what.
start with the pituitary? I'm going to open up my third eye a little bit,
Yeah, let's do that. Let's get
and
this
then
moving. I
and
haven't
then
been
I'll.
able. I haven't used this one yet, so I'm excited. Okay, this one's like,
That's giant and it's gold.
yeah, there's ohm on it. It doesn't
I wonder
say.
if we melt if we melt that. You think we get a gold nugget out of that?
I'll be the first to find out if
I'm
it'll
trying
pay
to be
my
a
bills.
leprechaun.
If it's gonna pay my bills, I'm in. I'll sell one of the kids. Let's see. All right, let's see.
I tried that. They gave him back. They
Just hope I
wanted a
don't get any more
refund.
headaches from my pituitary, my crown opening. Oh, that's a different sound.
Nice. I got a little tinglies.
Yeah, it's almost like a church kind of like. Let's see.
It's got to be like an 854 or 900 and something. What's the frequency on that?
It says 68.05. I don't know what that means. All the other ones have specifically what they are.
Oh,
Oh,
it's
it's
nice and
definitely.
jiggly.
Yeah, I'm feeling a tingle with it. That's for sure. It's definitely
So,
vibrating. That's kind of cool.
so we have anybody on your side? If not, I'm going to just do
No, we don't. Just why don't you do a light language and then let's see if anyone
uh,
pops on.
so we're gonna, for this light language, for everybody who's watching in the replay who gets called to see this replay will probably wind up only on YouTube because anything over an hour I can't put on TikTok. Um, so with that, we're gonna set an intention to do a balancing and clearing of all the lower chakras. So we're going to work from the solar plexus down. So we're going to do solar plexus, we're going to do sacral, we're going to do root, and we're going to do earth star chakra. The intention that we're going to do and the visualization you want to put in yourself is you want to
Mhm.
allow a beam of energy coming down directly into your crown, flowing through your body straight down to your feet. At your
Mhm.
feet, you're going to put some roots in there. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring up energy from the earth, and the two are going to mix right into your solar plexus. And it's going to be like a kind of like a little washing machine that's going to be mixing those energies, and it's going to do some cleaning. And that energy is
Mhm.
going to push all the way down through the entirety of your body down to Mother Earth and back and forth again, all the way up as well. And so, with that, we set the intention. We're going to clean, clear, balance, and reattune and recalibrate all of the lower chakras from the solar plexus down to the sacral chakra, down to the root chakra, down all the way to the earth star chakra. And so with that, we bring in the light of love and the frequency of love in through our crown, and we start balancing for our highest and best good. Shishapa na epa iapa hosha na wepa I epa na apa iapa upa usha epa iapa na epa pa ya yusha hopa iapa hopa papa ya yusha pepa iapa iapa pa hopa uhuna epa iapa iapa papa iapa usha pa ipa usha pa na pa iapa upa iapa pa usha ja pa 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 ya pa fu ja ya pa pa ya pa usha pa upa ya pa pa usha pa apa ya pa hu 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 pa ya pa 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 po ho pa ha pa u shu pa 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 ya pa 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 ha pa u hu po hu shu pa pa ya pa u shu pa 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 ya pa u shu pa pa u ho pa ya pa 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 po pa ya pa pa u shi 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 pa 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 u hu sha pa e pa u hu sha pa ya pa u ho ne he pa I shi sha pa pa ha pa ya pa sha pa ya pa u hu sha pa pa u sha pa 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 u ho pa u ho pa ya pa ye po usho pa ya pa usho pa 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 o ho pa ya pa usho pa ne he ya pa usho pa ya pa usho shu pa hu hu shu pa pa u ho pa o shi sha pa e o po. All right, so hopefully you guys felt that. That should balance and clear yourself probably overnight. A lot of balancing will happen. Drink a lot of water with that. Probably do a little bit of burping, a little bit of flatulation because it's down in those lower chakras. It moves a little bit slower than the rest. But let me know for anybody who is watching on the replay how that made you feel, and if you feel a little bit better the next morning.
Definitely. It felt good. I definitely needed it.
Yeah, well, you
How's
had a
everyone
whole
doing? Does anyone have a
yeah.
question before we hop off? We will be back on. Let's definitely plan for it for Wednesday night, since we've been sticking to that. And then, make sure you're reaching out to either one of us. We will be trying to stick to this for Monday night, and then whether it's Wednesday night or we'll do Thursday or Friday morning, we're just playing around with it. But definitely reach out to us, and we will do posts to let you know when it is. So pay attention to that. Make sure you're following us. Make sure you're getting on Larry's YouTube. I'm just starting to get on YouTube, but he's got a whole plethora of light language that you can go on there already that's set up already, as well as he's been posting these. So make sure you're paying attention and utilizing those. If you need a private one from him, you can also reach out to him for a reading, or whether it's a personal light language catered to what you need. If you don't understand light language, please reach out. I also do Reiki and readings, but just reach out to people that you feel called to if you need the help along the journey. If not, you can pay attention to a lot of the freebies or whatever we post. And we do collectives as well, so you can just kind of follow and like and share some of those as well.
Make sure you have
Let
the
us.
notifications on because we will do some impromptus. Like last weekend, I did an impromptu where I just got up and went live because
Good.
it was a portal or it was something I just said, hey, let me do some light language, and I went out, did some light language, did some cards. Susan will do the same thing, and when you have the
Yeah.
notifications on, you'll be able to catch it. It was a complete disaster on YouTube because my YouTube streamer didn't work the way I wanted it to, and I was too stubborn to just use the phone camera because I wanted consistency between the two platforms. Uh, Spirit had other plans, and so I had to just tweak some things. Took us an hour, but we got online and we had a lot of fun. And these things do pop up. Make sure that if you are looking and you're on the fence about getting a reading, our prices that you see on here, they're only going to be till the end of September. We did it as a sale. The sale price was there to help introduce some of the different things that we can do, and at the same time, because the summer gets really expensive, and we're going to get around to that holiday season where you're going to start saving your money again. So, if you feel that you need that guidance, it's less than the price of a cup of coffee at Starbucks or a meal for two at Chipotle. Last time I was at Chipotle, a meal for two was almost $30, almost 40. And, not as satisfying, and it did give me a lot of peace of mind at the end. I really had some grumblies in my tumblies, and at
Too
least it wasn't
funny.
Taco Bell. But uh,
Ugh.
so do please reach out if you are looking for that guidance, and start with something small like what's blocking love. You'd be surprised that just knowing why things are
Mm-hmm.
not working the way they are supposed to is
Mm-hmm.
helpful because it allows you to understand what it is that you need to concentrate on to healing. Because if you're healing in the dark and don't really understand what you're trying to heal, you just know that you need to. It can be a
Mm-hmm.
really frustrating thing, and that's where the card reads come in really well, because they're going to give you a starting point, right? Here's
Mm-hmm.
where we see some blockages, and we see it through the energies, and the energies present themselves through the cards or through downloads that we'll get as we're doing the readings, and those energies then help us guide to how to open you up to what things that you need to face, you need to look at, because the trauma is all about things that we don't like in ourselves that we're not willing to look at, right? And it's everybody. It's not just,
Mm-hmm.
there's nobody that's healed, otherwise we wouldn't be here, and we'd be off in the ether somewhere. And because of that,
Yeah.
we all have our triggers. Nobody's better than the other, and we all have our moments where we just want to just take a sledgehammer, or just take our head and bang it against the wall, and curse the heck at everything upstairs and downstairs, because we're just not happy with the place we are. But you know what? Sometimes in those fits and those rages, that's when you
Mm-hmm.
release, right? And so don't kind of be embarrassed about being in that place, because a lot of times you just need to release that energy. And how do you do it? By allowing that emotion to flow out. And it can be
Mm-hmm.
very violent. And when I say violent, not, you're not going to hurt anybody, but it can be violent as it comes out of your body, and you're screaming and you're shouting and you're crying.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? You're releasing it. You're feeling that energy that you shove down into all these dark little places, and your body manifests it as pain. And so what you're
Mm-hmm.
doing is you're releasing that pain. And so, give yourself a little bit of compassion and a little bit of
Mm-hmm.
love as you go through those processes, because we all do. We all get those tower moments, and they're going to keep coming. You're not going to. It's not a one and done thing. Anybody who said that I went to the psychic and they cleared me of everything. Nah, they just wasted a
No.
lot of money, is what they did, because they didn't get anything but a false sense of healing, and they didn't do any real feeling.
True. No, very true. Be careful what you're getting out there. All living and learning, but it's part of the process. All right. Well, thank
Yeah.
you, whoever jumped on. Larry will be posting this on this YouTube. I'm going to start to learn how to post on YouTube tomorrow. So they'll be out there. Reach out to either one of us for anything. And then just pay attention. We'll put the message up for Wednesday night, or when we're doing any pop ups. Okay.
Yep. So just go out there and heal, go out there and feel, and at the same time, reach out if you need any assistance. All of
Sounds
our
good.
information is in our profile.
Definitely. All right. Have a good night. All right.
Cheers.
Bye.